Hey, this is your big buddy Josh Robbins here with J-Rob Sports Shop. And let's talk about the Lakers. Who is to blame for the Lakers' struggle so far? Everybody's got an opinion on this right now. They'll say it's Russell Westbrook, it's Frank Vogel, it's team chemistry. But you know who they don't seem to blame a lot? Is LeBron James. Now, Charles Barkley came on air and started talking about Anthony Davis having some blame because he is the youngest one of them all. And I've got an opinion on this just like everybody else does. Who do we blame? If you notice that every time at the beginning, first off, every time that LeBron James develops these super teams, which I'm not a big fan of, I miss the days when players hate each other and they went out and want to beat each other, not join forces. I think it's kind of weak to do that. You know, it is. It is what it is. I know you want to win a championship, but I think it's weak when you do that all the time. And it seems to be he does that every year because he wasn't winning on his own for a while. But, hey, here or there, he's got some championships from it, got some MVPs from it. He's still one of the greatest of all time. But we'll stop there. But every time he gets on there, when he started with the Miami Heat, remember it started off slow, especially that first season. He's done that with the Cleveland Cavaliers before. So this is not something new to him where it starts off slow and then it picks back up. So chemistry kind of comes with it, and he even tries to take over. And I have a theory behind this. Sometimes I think players aren't as good with LeBron James because LeBron James is so good. Everybody, they don't do the team aspect. They're all waiting for LeBron James to take over. I don't think it's fair when people blame Russ Westbrook for the woes of the team. I don't think it's fair when people blame the newcomers when they come in or people get traded out. And the centerpiece of all this is LeBron James. Is LeBron James. And I do think Anthony Davis has some blame as well. And Frank Vogel, I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't have any blame at all, but I think what can he say? If he says the wrong thing about LeBron James or not even about LeBron James, about the team that LeBron James don't like, he knows he's out. LeBron James is hard to coach, people. As soon as you realize that, the better off we are. It doesn't mean he's a bad player. It doesn't mean he's a horrible dude. It just means he's hard to coach. Because you know, he's a star player. He's the number one player in the NBA. I know people say there's a debatable about who's the best player in the NBA right now. But who has the most power in the NBA as far as players coming to you and making moves? I think it's LeBron James, and he's earned that. And so if you make the wrong move that he doesn't like, you're out. So I think everybody's on their tiptoes right now around him. Like Kyle Kuzma, he's out. He was a good player for them. You got players that get kicked out because they might not be a good fit for him. I'm not saying he's the one that does all this on his own, but I think he has a big reason for this. So I think the reason why, and my point of all this is the big reason why the Lakers are struggling right now is, I think, chemistry, of course, and it takes time. I do think they have an old team, and it doesn't always work out. I remember the Lakers back in the day, they had, I think it was, they brought in Gary Payton and Karl Malone. They had Kobe, and they still couldn't win a championship that year. They fell short in the playoffs. So sometimes it doesn't work out. It has worked out more here recently because players seem to love each other so much. Players want to be best friends with each other. They will do anything to win championships, especially the later part in their career, which is where Russell Westbrook is, Carmelo Anthony is. You know, LeBron James wants to win another one, of course, and Anthony Davis wants to win another one, of course. I think Anthony Davis doesn't realize how hard it is to win a championship because he got it a little bit earlier in his career. He might, and I could be wrong. He might, but I think a lot of these other players, they're the later part of their career, they want to win that championship, and they'll do anything to do it. I think right now chemistry is off. They're trying to figure it out. You think about it, you've got Russell Westbrook, who was the MVP not too long ago. You've got LeBron James. You got Anthony Davis. You got Carmelo. You got players that can play, son. Players are usually have been the number one player on their team in many years, and you're telling them to share the ball now. Share the ball now. With you don't have as many role players just to get a rebound or just to be an assist guy or just to be a defensive guy. You do have some there. I'm not saying that, but you have 4 players at least that have been star players before on another team, on another respective team in their career and have played very, very well. So that's hard to get everybody in jail like that. So people, calm down. Quit trying to talk about firing someone after 30 games. Let's not fire Frank Vogel. Let's not break up the whole team. Let's also quit trying to blame everybody else but LeBron James. I'm not saying other people don't deserve the blame. If y'all were blaming only LeBron James, I'd say look at everybody else. But it seems to me people are just blind to LeBron James. They think he's like, oh, it's never his fault. Well, sometimes it's his fault. He ain't been healthy as he has been in a while. He's getting older. So he's part of the team chemistry problem because I forgot how many games. He hasn't played 9 games straight. But there's been a lot of things that's come up with him. So think it could be him. It could be Anthony Davis. It could be Russell Westbrook. It could be Frank Vogel. But collectively, it's a team game. So they're all a part of this. Quit looking for a scapegoat. Time to put up and shut up. And I hope the Grizzlies beat the Lakers tonight because I'm a Grizz fan. All right. Hope y'all having a great day. Let me have any questions, comments. Let me know if you got any opinions about this. Who do you think is to blame? Is it LeBron? Is it Westbrook? Is it Anthony Davis? Is it Frank Vogel? Is it Carmelo Anthony? Is it Laker Nation? Is it Los Angeles? I don't know what it is. Is the sunshine? You let me know what you think, and let's talk sports. Take care.